This is a video about painting to a line. Painting to a line is a skill that all artists have to master. It means that you're going to be bringing the paint to the line, not leaving a gap, and not going over the line. There are two main ways to achieve this, and I'm going to show both of them to you now. The first one is to take the brush and drag it along using the top line. The other one is to bring it down the sideline. Remember, it's impossible to paint to a line that you cannot see. So make sure not to be painting to a line on the right if you are a righty. Remember that your paper is not glued to your desk. You can feel free to spin the paper in order to be able to apply the paint in a manner in which you're comfortable. Let's begin. I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to start in from the line. That's very important because if we don't start in from the line and we put our brush down at the line, when we push down, our brush will go right over the line, as you've just seen. So we start in from the line and then we move toward the line. When we're sure we've got our brush going successfully, we just drag our brush along. If there's a gap, we can fill it in later. When we're done doing this, or when we run out of paint or feel uncomfortable, we go in so that we can successfully lift our brush without danger of going over the line. If we're going to use the technique where we're going to be pulling the brush towards us, once again, we're going to start inland from the line. Then we're going to pull toward the line, but not do anything until we start going straight. Then we come into the line, paint down. When we're not feeling like we can keep this up or we run out of paint, we go in. By doing that, we've guaranteed that we can stay within the lines. This time I'm going to try using a little bit of paint to show you how to get into the corners. Remember that when you have a corner that's a sharp angle, it's best to use a pointy brush. A pointy round brush does great. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brush, which now you can see has some paint on it, and I'm going to paint to the line. Now, normally I would do this going toward the line on my desk, but since I'm working on a vertical surface, I'm going to brush upwards. I'm starting inland, going to the line, brushing along. You can see I went out of the line a little bit. That's a problem, and I need to be able to do better the next time. And that brings up my final point. This requires practice. You need to practice in order to be able to paint to a line successfully. Let's assume that that went absolutely fine. I would now take the brush, start inland, and use the point of the brush to get right into the corner. And once again, you notice that when I pulled down, I ended here. I didn't pick it up. All right, so now it's your turn to practice and make sure that you can paint to a line successfully. Once again, you can start here and then paint along this line. When you feel uncomfortable, you come in, or you start in, pull down. When you don't feel comfortable anymore, go in. And there you have it. Lots of practice, and you'll be able to do this. Good luck.